Kylian Mbappe's Kylian PayPal, Kylian Ratiano. Kylian Mbappe is a rat. He's a disgusting rat. He is a disgusting rat. Kylian Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe's Kylian PayPal, Kylian Ratiano.
Mbappe, I loved you, I hated you, but now, you're a snake. Snake.
Saint Germain find a replacement in January. What's happening?
Mbappe is holding PSG back. With his astronomical wages and astronomical gigantic ego, we've never been able to become a team, a squad, because we've had this Napoleon dictator, light-skinned turtle, tell us what to do and what he wants, and pivot gang, and I don't like that, or I want to send Neymar, I don't want this. Just a bitch.
What you're doing here is, again, putting all the blame on everybody else apart from yourself. I'm tired. I don't care. He could leave. He could leave for free. I wouldn't care.
He looks like a dictator. Like, that's not a fair win. I don't see the smiling, like, oh, happy, we've had great 7 years. No, it's like a dictator. Oh, I'm finally leaving you so you can have control over your own club.
Mbappe recorded this video, I think, the day after we got eliminated from the Champions League. It was like, oh, finally we're out. Oh, finally, I dropped so many stinkers that we're finally out of the Champions League. I can finally record this video. You are an absolute rat. An absolute disgusting rat. Kylian Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe's, Kylian Ratiano. We're here for the ultimate edition of exposing Kylian Mbappe as a disgusting human being and a disgusting football player. Let's start with exposing the narrative, the gimmick. Kylian Mbappe carries Paris Saint Germain in the Champions League. And here are his stats in the Champions League knockout stages for Paris Saint Germain. 24 games, 15 goals, 2 assists. You're like, that's good. That's good, right? That's good. I mean, 15, 24 for a goal scorer isn't the best, but Mbappe was here when he was younger. Let's delve a bit deeper. In his 24 games, as a PSG player in the Champions League knockout stages, this is how many times he scored. When the scoreline has been a draw or we're beneath, we're under, we need Mbappe. Where is he? We need Mbappe to carry us. Did it versus Barca? Did it versus Barca? Did it versus Madrid? Did it versus Madrid? And then did it versus Sociedad this season. 6 times. In 24 games, Kylian Mbappe managed to score when we were losing or drawing. Do you know how bad that is for someone that carries a team? Do you know how bad that is for the goal scorer of the team to have to rely on his teammates or just lose at the end of the day? Do you know how embarrassing this is? But no, Mbappe carries PSG. Mbappe, crazy. Look at his stats. That's the thing. Stats they've destroyed everything. Because when you delve deeper into Mbappe at PSG, he has been an absolute disaster at the highest level. At least compared to what people say about him. But now let's go through something that I love. And that is Kylian Mbappe's stinkers at PSG. We're purely going to be looking at his knockout stage stinkers. This is Madrid. 0 goals, 0 assists, 2 shots, 0 on target. We lost 3-1. 0 goals, 0 assists, 1 shot, 0 on target. We lost 2-1. 0 goals, 1 assist, 3 shots, 0 on target. 1 big chance missed. We lost 3-1. 0 goals, 1 assist, 2 shots, 2 on target. We lost 2-1. I'm actually going to excuse Kylian Mbappe for his stinkers in the Champions League when we went to the final because he had straight come after a big injury. 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 shots. We lost versus City. 0 goals, 0 assists, 2 shots, 0 on target versus Bayern München. We lost. And then obviously we have this beautiful season. 0 goals, 0 assists, 3 shots, 0 on target versus Barca. We lost. 0 goals, 0 assists, 3 shots, 1 on target versus Dortmund. We lost. 0 goals, 0 assists, 5 shots, 3 on target. We lost. Like, do you know how embarrassing this is? Especially for a player that comes out and pledges his allegiance to Paris Saint Germain, saying, I'm Parisian and I want to win the Champions League here. Such a liar. We obviously saw on the pitch, you don't give a fuck. So this is, first of all, his biggest, like, the first big lie of Kylian Mbappe. Already lying. His semi-final PSG Champions League stats are absolutely awful. 0 goals, 4 games, 0 assists. You know how filthy this is for someone to be called the best player in the world? Someone to be called the greatest player at Paris Saint Germain? The narrative surrounding this guy and that there are still PSG fans who have respect for him as a person is absolutely filthy. After every disgusting thing he's done for this club. He even finished off this season, his final season at PSG, beautifully. 5 non-penalty goals, 14 big chances missed, 0 assists in 12 games. You know how diabolical this is from Kylian Mbappe? Do you know how shitty this is? But I guess that's the standard of Kylian Mbappe. This is the standard of someone that wants to win the Champions League with this team, ladies and gentlemen. But again, Kylian Mbappe, I dislike him a bit as a football player. I still generally A lot of the stuff he's done on the pitch I've liked. But obviously, the most disgusting things about Kylian Mbappe is what he's been doing outside of the pitch. His constant flirting, dick riding with Madrid, his constant disrespect, and pissing on Paris Saint Germain has gone to such a high degree of disgustingness and filth. Back in 2019, after his huge stinker versus United, Mbappe came out and had this to say. Perhaps it's time to have more responsibilities. Perhaps it will be at PSG with great pleasure, or perhaps elsewhere with a new project. First of all, you were ass. How can you be ass and want more responsibilities? Like, you were responsible, a huge responsibility for us losing to United. But no, Mbappe wants more responsibility after having a huge stinker. And then it's the, perhaps it will be at PSG or another place. Filth. Filth, Mbappe. You're absolutely filthy. Or when you had this altercation with Thomas Tuchel. I mean, it's okay. Sometimes you're going to have an altercation with your manager, say even bad words. But what he did after is the filthy stuff. He went to Instagram and started liking Madrid victories. Creating drama. Creating drama. Creating drama. Mbappe knows what this is going to create, and he wants it to happen. He wants it. Kylian Mbappe, even when he was asked about potentially signing back in 2020, he said, if I sign, it's for investing the long term. By Kylian Mbappe. And he obviously just extended for 2 years. So again, another complete lie by Kylian Mbappe. Or when Paris Saint Germain rejected the offer from Real Madrid, which came in 2 weeks out of the window, and Mbappe thought to himself that PSG would accept it, which, first of all, extreme stupidity from Real, from Mbappe, from that entire situation. Then he posts this picture on his Instagram with at the top saying, Aerosmith, dream on. Like, it's childish behavior that continuously comes out from this filthy rat. Or when Mbappe had this to say, if I linked my future to the Champions League, I would have already gone very far. Disrespectful. This is say this about the club when you're playing for them. Filthy rats. And obviously, one of the biggest debacles is right after he extended. Not even 2 months after Kylian Mbappe extended at PSG, he had already sent a letter to Nasser Khalifi informing him that he was not going to activate his first year. What that tells you is that extension, he wanted it to be as short as possible so he could get all the money that he wanted and leave. Mbappe, obviously, at the moment, is trying to play the victim card. He was recently asked in an interview by his time, and he said, PSG renewal in 2022, I became an all-time goal scorer with PSG. I just want to remember all the best things, you know. But of course, it wasn't an easy situation, and I would wish nobody to live that. Mbappe, you have earned 600 million at this club, and you're talking about, oh, I wouldn't want anyone to live that. Let me ask everyone a question who believes in the controversy, you know, Nasser was holding a gun to Mbappe's family, relatives, and everything. Why do you think Mbappe got so much money then? If the Mbappe, Faisal Amari clan did not have any power, how could they get so much power at PSG and all the money? If it was PSG holding a gun to Mbappe, then it would be Mbappe that would be desperate. But us giving so much money to Mbappe shows that we were the desperate. We were desperate to keep Kylian Mbappe. But he's trying to change the narrative into, we held him hostage, Mbappe wanted to leave, but he couldn't because Macron and the... No, Mbappe, it was your decision. Obviously, Paris Saint Germain did absolutely everything to convince you. Bringing the president of Qatar, bringing Macron, bringing all the money, the power, the promises at the club. But it was you who decided to stay. You were like, yo, you know what? I want this. You agreed on it. And now you're victimizing your time at Paris Saint Germain, especially the 2 last disgusting years at this club, where you have tweeted the pivot gang.
But also no, because Mbappe, this season, you have not been the best. Your dribble succession rate is the worst it has been at Paris Saint Germain. You're still scoring goals, but recently you haven't contributed to a goal in the last 5 games, I believe. And going onto Twitter and Instagram and saying stuff like this, instead of actually performing on the field, it's like you're trying to take away the blame from yourself to other. I don't like that. I don't like it.
Which is absolutely filthy. Where you had the controversy about the new video that PSG posted promoting PSG, and even saying and uttering the words Kylian Saint Germain, just distancing yourself from the club. Mbappe, excuse me. You're a Paris Saint Germain player. You are supposed to be the project of this club. That's what you wanted. That's what we've done. That's what we wanted. But now you're saying this is not Kylian Saint Germain? What? or when you were in Cameroon talking disgusting stuff about the club, absolutely taking away accountability from your shitty performances at this club and excusing yourself? Missing for PSG to win the Champions League, I don't know. It's not too much of a question for me. We did what we could, period. You have to talk to the people who make the team or organize the squad who build this club. Again, if you are the superstar of a single team, this is not what you should be saying. What you should be saying is, man, we need to do better. We need to do better. Sure, you can put some on, you know, the transfers and so on, but where's the individual blame? And now the final part, the loyalty bonus problems. You, on January the 3rd, said, with the agreement I reached with the president this summer, whatever my decision, we managed to protect all parties and preserve the club's peace of mind in the challenge to come. That's the most important thing. Mbappe, you're lying. Now you want the money. I'm so tired. And I'm so happy that this rat is finally leaving my beloved club. If you're a PSG fan and still have any likening to Mbappe as a person, as a player, I don't really care. But as a person, it's very hard for me to consider you a PSG fan after everything Kylian Mbappe has done. If you're leaving this video with either two narratives in your head, Mbappe loves PSG and Mbappe carried PSG, it shows that you have the same intelligence as a rat, as Kylian Mbappe himself. Because you guys lack intelligence if you still have that belief. If you still have the belief that Kylian Mbappe loves this club, then love means nothing. If you still have belief that Mbappe carried Paris Saint Germain, then carried means nothing. That's been it from your boy PSG. That's been it for Kylian Mbappe is the Rat Ultimate Edition. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm going to keep exposing Kylian Mbappe if he keeps uttering disgusting, disrespectful stuff about my beloved club Paris Saint Germain. And as usual, allez Paris. Try doing that. Fucking rat.
You're really good at lying.
That's been it. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? Allez Paris.